Hey everyone, and welcome. I'm Lisa Landsman on our global partnerships team here at Google. I'm so excited to introduce you to Farah. She's focused on helping businesses understand how to use YouTube to grow their business. Farah, welcome.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about your role and how you've been working with both businesses and creators?
Yeah, for sure. So, hi, everyone. I'm Farah. I am on also the global partnerships team, and I've been working with creators and businesses on how they can show up on YouTube and tell everybody about what the latest is happening in their area. My role is working with the teams that are focused on making the experience on YouTube and Google search better for travel and food creators and SMBs. So I'm based in San Francisco, and I love trying and finding new places myself. So I'm really happy to work with these
That's
people.
amazing. I know Farah's a total foodie, so this is such a perfect space for her. So, as we've been working with small and medium-sized businesses, it's clear that there's an opportunity to help them understand more about YouTube. I think this is an area that's kind of a gap. So, let's start with the core question: why should these businesses be on YouTube?
Yeah, for sure. So YouTube is the second largest search engine. It has massive reach. Every day, people watch billions of hours of video and generate billions of views. We actually know that in the US, 84% of small businesses with a YouTube channel agree that YouTube played a role in helping them grow their business and their customer base by reaching new audiences. So, this is like, I'd say, one of the biggest benefits of being on YouTube is just how many eyeballs are there. But additionally, it just helps with brand visibility as well, since videos are engaging and can help your brand really stand out. People are discovering places online, like I said, I am all the time, and having those shared experiences. So, having your place mentioned and created about allows for incremental discovery. We've actually created a feature on YouTube recently called Place Pivot Pages that allow for a user to click in on a geotag for a location and see all the shorts that people have created about that location. So giving a better sense of really what to expect. So you want your brand to show up there in your business. Also on YouTube, it's a great place for you to build more community. So your videos allow you to showcase kind of your personality, your expertise, build trust with those who are watching by potentially connecting in the comments. For example, if you're maybe a restaurant and you're posting about a new menu item, you might be getting comments from people saying that looks so delicious, or someone asking if maybe the ingredients can be substituted for their dietary needs. So responding to these comments shows that you care and that you're there and are interested in answering potential customers' questions. I think it also just helps because people might be having the same question as they're watching your video and hadn't asked. So if you are engaging and responding, I think that really helps others who are also just scrolling through. Like I mentioned, YouTube is the second largest search engine to Google. So as people are searching, both on Google and on YouTube, kind of being there where the eyeballs are is really, really important. So there's a bunch of reasons why, but I say the eyeballs, the engagement, and really having your business show up as you would want it to are the three main reasons to be on
Yeah, and
YouTube.
I think that's a great point. I mean, it's all about telling your story, right? There's so many ways that a business can tell their story. And I think what you talked about with regard to connection and community and making sure that you're engaging, right? That alone helps
Yeah.
outside of the video content that you're creating, that alone helps build trust in that relationship. And I like the idea of being able to just geotag your place. So if I'm looking for a specific restaurant or business, then I can see all of the videos that were created about that. It's actually a really cool feature and probably really fun for the businesses to go and see, because most times they don't even realize that people
Mhm.
are creating content about their business. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah,
Thanks, Farah, for sharing.
totally.
So we've seen a rise in people looking for local businesses and local content on YouTube. Can you speak to some of the trends that we're seeing and how people are searching that might be different?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that people, both on Google search and on YouTube, are searching for more businesses kind of near them, really that true local experience. We also are seeing that also people are traveling, right? They're going to somewhere new and they want to experience what someone like me on an everyday basis would be doing in San Francisco, even if they're visiting from Chicago. So we're definitely seeing that people are interested in figuring out what's around them. And we are bringing more of that visual nature onto Google search, kind of powered by YouTube and the other social platforms. And so as people are searching, we want to be able to give them really what they're looking for. And we used to say, right, pictures are worth 1,000 words. So I think videos must be worth like what, millions of words. So having good videos is really important.
I love that. Thank you. And then you also mentioned that you're working with creators. So what are you hearing from the creators that you're working with, and how are they looking to engage with businesses?
Yeah, for sure. So creators love to share with their audience kind of things that they love, right? Really authentic content we hear time and time again is important both to the creator themselves, but also to the audience that they're creating for. So you can also remember, though, that creators are anyone. I can be a creator, you could be a creator. So if you have a business and you have a regular that often comes in, ask them to create a YouTube video about you, because they are the ones that are going to be able to share a really unique and authentic experience. But we also see that businesses are working with creators in a more, official manner as well. So they get a lot of inbound requests. And I think the best match is those whose content already is really in the style of what your business represents. So if you follow a creator and really appreciate their content style, or think, hey, they're reviewing businesses like mine, shoot them a DM, shoot them an email, ask them to come into your business and see if they would be interested in doing a collaborative post. So there's a lot of intermingling, I would say, between creators and businesses, and it's a great way to really get another's perspective on your business. So definitely lean in. Most people are already, but as we were talking about with the place pivot pages, people are creating content about your place anyway. So you might as well see who's already doing it, maybe invite them back, and build a relationship that way.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So that's a good tip for like where to start with regard to creators. What advice do you have for somebody who isn't using YouTube at all for their business? Where would they actually start? What's the first few things they should do?
Yeah. So we definitely encourage everybody to get at least a channel set up, and linking it into their Google business profile. I think those two things are at the least what we should be working on, because we want to make sure that your business is kind of claimed on the internet. It's almost like when we were first, everyone was creating a website, right? Like we also want to make sure that everyone has a YouTube channel, so that an audience member or someone who's searching on the internet knows that it's kind of like valid and authentic to you and your business. So creating your channel, including like your logo and your business name, your website link and compelling description is really, I'd say, bare minimum. And then linking it to your Google business profile kind of unlocks some additional features that we're building. Right back to that place pivot page example, if you have linked your YouTube channel to your Google business profile, on the place pivot page, it'll include your like official handle for YouTube. So we're building some things like that where we really want to make sure that there's a good connectivity between your brand and your business. And then once that's set, kind of you have the basics down, you have the channel created, is you're going to start planning and posting content. So decide what kind of videos you want and start posting them. So I think this is where it sounds easier said than done, but don't be scared. I feel like a lot of businesses already have short video from their other social channels. Feel free to repost it onto YouTube as you're getting to know your audience better, see what they resonate with. And you also, if you have zero content, you're like, Farah, I'm new to social, period. There's another way that you can also just add content to your channel, which is through playlists. So if you have already created your channel, you can create a playlist that showcases all the content that's already been created about you. So you can search on YouTube, find videos about your business, and add them to this playlist that will then live on your channel, but then it will link back to those creators and the videos of the original posters. So they still get kind of the views and stuff like that, but you get to house kind of the content on your page. So I think that's like the good way to just get something up, but then definitely start posting, start seeing what resonates. You can start with short form video. YouTube Shorts is a great place to start. You don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need to be, doing everything in landscape orientation. You can just do some quick videos and see what your audience really resonates with. I would say though, like as you're getting started, staying consistent helps you kind of build your brand online and helps you get some subscribers and shows your audience that you are kind of committed and show up. So be consistent and get stuff going. But it's a one big experiment. You might as well get going and try it out.
Right, that's how you learn. So can you talk about some of the
Mhm.
different types of content too? So I know we've talked about testimonials or sort of behind the scenes. What are some things just for thought starters that you could give our audience?
Totally. So I think YouTube's really known for like educational content. So you can bring that into your business as well. So if you are kind of an expert in your area, it helps maybe your audience understand your product a little better. You can show how perhaps like a signature cocktail is made, or if you're a coffee shop, like if you have something special, you can show what the recipe is and get people excited and coming to try it. But definitely customer testimonials is great. Behind the scenes, I think, are underutilized, and something that I find really enjoyable to watch is more of like the human side of your business. Give a tour, introduce your team, or I don't know, share what your company culture is. We heard that users kind of love videos that show also like how to get to your business if you're in like a super highly dense area of your city or close to some public transportation. You can say like, okay, get off at this stop and make two rights, and then we're this shop in between these two stores. Like having that visual aid really is helpful. And then lastly, you can also talk about anything exciting you have upcoming. If there's an event or a pop-up that you're hosting, or if you have karaoke on Wednesdays, like make a video about it and see if people come through the door because of it.
I'm in for karaoke. No, these are really helpful
Yeah.
ideas. Just my own, this past weekend, I tried a head spa in my area. I had not heard of this concept, but actually, videos and going to YouTube to understand what is this treatment that I've never heard of? How does it work? And seeing the treatment rooms and the scalp massages and like how it's all set up, I just couldn't understand. It's like a massage bed with like a sink in the back. Anyways, like,
Oh, I know it.
yeah, you
It's
do.
amazing.
The videos were so important for me to just understand what I was
Mhm.
getting myself into, and then I sort of went down the rabbit hole
Totally.
of watching all the videos, but it helped me actually choose a place to go based on the story they were telling through their videos and just getting a better sense of their location. So super helpful on that. Okay. I think we've got what we need here. It's not so scary to get started. I think to Farah's point, one of the first things to do, set up your channel. That's going to be the main right first step. And then after that, see what people are posting about you. Even just creating a playlist before you even start making a video will start to enrich your channel a little bit, and you can sort of respond and see what people are doing. But lots of different ways to tell your story on YouTube. So highly recommend getting started. Um, any other tips, Farah, from you before we let you go?
I'd say one other big tip that I would be remiss to mention is be sure to geolocation tag your videos. Like we were talking about with the place pivot pages, but also for some other features that we're developing, it's really important to kind of know what the video is about. So maybe include the name of your business in the title of the video or the description. Helps both your audience understand who you are and where you are and how they can find you. But it also helps us understand who you are and what you are and where we can find you. So that's just like a tactical one as you're creating videos, but I would also say just have fun with it. I think there's a lot of great businesses out there on YouTube. You can use them as inspiration, maybe do the day in the life or the tutorial or, a whole tour of your business. But yeah, have fun and have your personality come through because that's how people are really going to resonate. So be authentic and enjoy it.
That's amazing. Okay. Farah, this is super helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your time and all of these great tips.
Thank you.
Remember, YouTube is a powerful tool. Don't be afraid to start small, be consistent, check out your analytics, figure out what's working and not working. And we're excited to see what you produce. Farah, thanks again for being here. Really appreciate it.
Totally. Of course. Thanks, Lisa.